Hi, this is Kingston Town Administrator Keith Hickey with the latest version of This Week in Kingston for the week ending April 9th, 2021. With me this morning is Town Clerk Paul Gallagher, who's going to be here and explain some of the ins and outs of our local town election that's coming up later on in April. Good morning, Paul. How are you, sir?
Good to be here.
Paul, so we obviously have a town election coming up on the 24th of April on Saturday. What positions are up for re-election on the 24th?
So we do have a sample ballot on the kingstonmass.org website. It's kingstonmass.org on the Kingston website. It's a sample ballot. There are 12 positions, offices that are open for election this coming April 24th, Saturday, April 24th. Of those 12, there are 4 races that actually have. There are races. Some of them have only one person running for the position, but the 4 that are contested are the collector 3-year position, the Silver Lake Regional School Committee, the 2-year position, the Kingston School position for 3 years, and the library trustees for 3 years. Those are the 4 races that we have on the ballot.
Sure. So there'll be people will be voting for Board of Selectmen members and other boards and commission members. That's just the incumbents are unopposed at this point.
Right. The incumbents or an incumbent has not returned papers to be on the ballot, and someone new has put their name in. So the other races that we have selected, assessor, planning board, Silver Lake School Committee, recreation, sewer, they are, and those races are all either incumbents or newcomers that have no contested race.
Okay. The ballot itself, though, the voting itself is going to be on Saturday, April 24th. Maybe you can tell everybody where people will be voting and the times that the polls will be open.
Yeah, this year's annual town election will be held Saturday, April 24th. Polls will open at 8 a.m. and close at 6 p.m. sharp. All precincts 1, 2, 3, and 4, all vote at the Kingston Elementary at 150 Main Street. Absentee early voting applications by mail are available on both the Kingston website and www.sec.state.ma.us/ELE. There's a lot of voter registration information. Register to vote there. You can actually print off an absentee early voting application to vote by mail and send it in to us, and we'll send it out to you to vote. Absentee ballots aren't yet available, but should be in the next couple of days. So if you have filled out an application to vote by mail early, then you'll be getting it probably within the next week or so.
And just to make people feel a little bit more comfortable, excuse me, about coming into the elementary school to vote with regards to concerns about COVID, what precautions are going to be taken over there to make sure people can come in and safely vote?
Yeah, so we've actually had an opportunity to perfect it. We had 8 elections last year at the elementary school, all very well run, and people felt safe, and it will continue to be the same way. We'll have one-way flow. We'll have petitions. We'll have cleaning of markers and all directions for where to go, and we'll have people there helping direct, and we'll have people holding the doors. So it will be as safe as it has been for the past 8 elections.
Great. Yeah. So please, if people have a concern about about not being safe when you go to our town election this year, try to understand that Paul and his staff are going to do everything they can to make it as safe and as possible. And we haven't had any issues over the past several elections, and we don't expect to have any issues this April either. So please take some time and come down and vote. While there aren't a lot of primaries that are contested, we ask everybody to come in and at least vote for those who are contested. Any other thoughts, Paul, that you have with regards to the elections?
Feel safe about coming to vote. There is the opportunity to vote by mail, vote early by mail, but people should feel comfortable with coming to vote. We've had some surrounding communities come in to see how we've handled it, because they talked about how well it went and how safe people felt. So feel comfortable for that. There won't be early voting for a local election where we'll set up voting early for several days prior. So there is no early voting in person. It would be early voting by mail or voting on election day.
If they have any questions at all, they can contact the town clerk's office. And the
And
best number to call, Paul, is what?
815-885-0502. There's a lot of helpful information on the state. I mentioned earlier, sec.state.ma.us/ELE. And there's additional elections information available on the town's website on the homepage under election news. And we do a lot of social media posts and through media and PAC TV. So there's plenty of opportunity to find out what's going on and where to go. So
Great. Town meeting is coming up a month or so from now. It's on May 22nd. So the Board of Selectmen will be discussing where the best location for that's going to be at their April 27th meeting. The locations are either at the Intermediate School or at the Kingston Collection in the same spot that the town meeting was held last fall. So we want to make sure that people feel comfortable and safe going to town meeting as well later on in April. So we'll have in May. So we'll have a better idea at the end of April where that is going to be held. So stay tuned for that. So with that, I want to thank Mr. Gallagher for spending some time with us and making sure people are aware where and when they can vote. And we will see you next week on This Week in Kingston. Thanks for watching.